What's up, everybody? Jackson here today with my little brother Chubbz.
Hello, everybody.
And today we're continuing with whatever part this is of Dark Souls Remastered.
Repatch your playthrough.
And today our plan is we were contemplating last time whether we were going to do Siegmeyer. We're going to do Siegmeyer. He's one of our favorites, and we got him in the perfect position to do it. So we're going to talk to him here again, and he talks about heading down to Blighttown. And the next step in his quest line is you got to go down there and give him a purple moss clump to help him get through the poison swamp. And what's good about that is we have the Chaos Daughter bonfire down there, which once you know that this is there, it's not a big deal. But a fair complaint made against the game is that without this, you do have to manually head down to the Demon Ruins after you get the Lord Vessel.
Right.
It's a fair point, but I think it's a fair point.
It's a fair
There
point.
are messages though, and back then with the online community as such, like you would be playing it online,
But there's a
right?
slew.
And you would see the.
But there's a slew of hidden bonfires that if you weren't aware about.
Yeah, there's
then
the one in the Dark Root Garden.
Yep. And there's the Vamos.
Yes.
Like dropping down to him. I had no idea about that.
Yeah,
shit
I didn't
all.
either.
And there's actually a hidden bonfire
I'm pretty sure
in that area too.
I'm pretty sure that I looked at a guide through a lot of the catacombs and a lot of the Tomb of the Giants.
Right. So
Because
I mean,
those
for
areas
people,
are really hard, dude, and
Right.
I wanted to do a thorough clear, and I was having a really hard time.
Right. But for one of the complaints of this game being that this bonfire is behind a hidden wall, well, you gotta look at the whole game as a whole, because I can think of at least 4 or 5 separate different instances where there is a bonfire hidden off the main path that if you do find it, it actually makes it like an incentive, like a treat to the finding it, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's actually a useful thing.
Way
in that,
useful.
you know?
Yeah, like, supremely useful.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of those hidden bonfires, and Dark Souls 2 has a lot of those as well. So, and then Dark Souls 3, it's like bonfire everywhere. Everywhere gets bomb. Like 5 fucking A, 2 feet bonfire.
Yeah, dude. I like the reliance that they I mean, I dislike the reliance they made on that, where instead of it being more like a clever shortcut back to a bonfire which affects the design of the entire game world,
Right.
it was more of like, oh, well, we can always just fall back on, here's a bonfire here now, you know?
Yeah.
And here's another one, and
It's more about
goddamn mosquitoes!
get to the next bonfire, as opposed to like even classic old Mario games where the checkpoint was halfway through the level. So during those harder games or the harder levels, you're like, oh my god, where's this checkpoint? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's exactly that same sort of mindset
There's
with
an-
this, where it's like, god damn it, where's that bonfire?
And there's an intensity to it too
Yeah.
that comes with, like, dude, this game is very threatening.
Oh yeah.
Even now, there's parts and enemies that I'm like, I feel threatened by.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these bugs down here, I don't feel threatened by them, but they always get under my skin, dude. Like, it's never like, oh, I've killed these guys so many times it doesn't even matter. Like this guy, for instance.
Right.
Bye. It's like, it's the exact same situation with these stupid fucking mosquitoes, right? Like, I just run up and I'm like, hey, bye.
Arrow!
Hey,
Arrow!
bye. But I'm still annoyed that I have to do that, if that makes sense.
Well, yeah.
It's a weird feeling with the mosquitoes. I absolutely despise them. The slugs aren't so bad,
The
but
little shit suckers.
yeah,
Shit sucking slugs.
blood sucking foots. And I'm not entirely certain where he
They
is.
kinda look
There he
like
is. You can see him.
The slugs.
It's so bright down here now.
Yeah. And he's like golden. He's a golden god.
He does have a golden hue to him.
He is
now in this
gold
new-
as fuck.
In this new lighting, he does have a lot of gold in him, doesn't he?
He's a sunlight, bro.
He's a sun bro, onion bro.
Yep.
It still has more of a, it doesn't look like gold. It doesn't make it look fancy or anything. He's just passed out down here.
You wake him up. Oh,
Pretty decent place for a nap, I guess, Seameyer.
I just drifted away. You should have hit up Yulia Yabers,
Yeah,
man.
why didn't you go talk to Yulia? Richard Gere.
You go kill the rat, you get the manatee.
Don't worry, I talked to her for you, bro.
A saint you are. This night of Katarina.
Nice.
And then he laughs.
I like how
all
he's a madman
menacingly.
about it too. Yeah, he like
Perhaps this
laughs
is
about
through
it.
the will of Lord Gwyn.
Oh, Siegmeyer's great. All right, so now let's see. It's down here a ways, but now we can just go to this bonfire, and then we're gonna be teleporting to Anor Londo and working our way to the Duke's archives. Yay! Yay! Ah, you little bugger.
Whoa, fucking,
God
whoa,
damn
crab.
it.
Fucking fire crabs.
I'm not doing it. I'm hitting the bonfire. We're out of here.
Yeah, just warp. You can warp from here.
Yep. Which is awesome.
Warp from anywhere, but only a certain amount of area. There's only specific bonfires that you
Yeah.
can warp to.
And this one, I think you can
Which
warp
is really-
to this one, but I don't think you can use this one to warp anymore because you took out the bonfire keeper.
Right.
So I think this is an inactive bonfire that you
Yeah,
can
you
just...
can warp
yeah.
to, but
Yeah, Firekeeper is absent.
because you killed that bitch, you took her soul and you put it in your flask.
Did I upgrade my flask with her soul? Did I remember to do that? I don't know.
I don't know, I'm not sure, but you're drinking her essence soup.
Yeah. And that, when you take out Gwendolyn, it gets rid of all these knights. So that's what's interesting is like, is he responsible for the knight's presence? Because when they kill the knights, like they don't ragdoll like the other enemies, like the hollows.
Right.
They have like a more ethereal, they just fade away.
Oh, yeah.
So could it be possible that even the Knights of Anor Londo are just a sham? And like, it's a greater, like...
That is a good question, because there's not many enemies that do that, like, vanishing.
These guys do, I think. These boar enemies do.
Right, like...
The trick with this guy is
Do
you
the
just want to
knights?
blitz him.
Do the knights do it? Like the black and
Oh.
silver knights? Oh.
It's alright. You just gotta pay attention to him. God damn. Yeah, they're built in this hallway to get you. Yeah. But see, they fade
But they
away
do
too.
that.
Yeah.
But do the knights do that? Like the silver and black knights?
yeah.
And the giants?
Yeah.
So it's probably just the humans that do that.
But that's the thing. Why?
It's
But then
the-
there's the greater question of,
Bigger enemies
Well,
will
yeah.
disappear, and
Well-
all of the bosses. Like none of the bosses' corpses stay, hang around.
yeah. So what I'm wondering is that a representation of things that are created magically by sacrificing some of the soul?
Maybe.
Because that's like the gist, right? Is like the Silver Knights, the Black Knights, like they're Gwyn's army that he created by separating his soul and divvying
Right.
it out, right?
And
then,
maybe their
like,
corpse doesn't hang around because of different species? And giants the same way?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It's interesting.
It's interesting to think about for sure.
It could just be a design issue where having those
Because the-
effects ragdoll caused a problem, but that can't, because
Yeah.
the giants ragdoll, the
Right.
giant tree dudes ragdoll, the giant guys in the
The
Ulasil.
golem.
Yeah.
The giant, but those are like
The golems
statues.
disappear.
They're statues. The
But
golem,
they don't ragdoll. They disappear.
The big guys in the forest?
Yeah, the crystal golems.
Oh, the crystal golems, yeah. I was talking
You mean in
about the
Ulyss
statue guardians.
Oh yeah, they ragdoll. Yeah, the statue guardians.
Their corpses hang around.
Yeah. So like, that's, I don't know, man. It's interesting to think about. I just wanted
The
to check.
Corvians?
I didn't. I never did. And I still have all these souls that we could use.
The rats?
Let me see what we got here.
I'm still talking about shit, the ragdolls.
So I want to get those to 25 each, ideally.
Right.
Let's see what we can do by using all these souls. But yeah, that's what's interesting. And
Yeah, but regardless, the only other explanation for them knights not being there is like they were only there because the sun was there, and
Yeah.
they looked at that as a representation of Lord Gwyn is still like shining his light upon the world.
Yeah, and then they just left.
And then when they goes dark, they're like, oh fuck. And it's like something that never really happens there.
I'm just gonna do this. This is what I always used to do, but I guess it's convenient to use those in bulk, but then you have to deal with closing and opening your menu a fucking bunch of times, so it's still just like, ooh! Let's not over fucking think this, boys! Wouldn't want to fucking overthink this! This is a fucking cash grab! No need to overthink it. But put a bonfire at Vamos.
We want the appearance
That's
that
not
we
even,
worked.
that wasn't even a bonfire until this, dude. There was no bonfire at Vamos.
But there is a hidden bonfire in the catacombs. I was just using that as an example of Vamos being a huge shortcut through
and there
the
is
area
a hidden, yeah, there is a hidden bonfire behind a wall there.
Yeah, but like if you didn't know about Vamos, you're looking at like a whole chunk of area you're having to go through with like Silver Knights and a whole slew of badass enemy types, whereas if you did just drop down there, then you're at the bottom right next to the boss fog wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a huge shortcut. There's a lot of things like that in this game which are hidden.
Yeah. There is. It's a very, and that's the, if you had like never looked up anything like any guide and you just played it blind forever, odds are you never would have found everything. Because I did look at guides and I later found things that I had no idea were there, even having looked at guides.
Right.
Like in the Dark Root Garden, that tree that you can kill, I had never ever before knew that you could go there. For like my first 2 or 3 playthroughs, dude, just never knew.
Right.
And then I was looking at like a more complete detailed guide and it mentions that. And Chris was reading it and he's like, yeah, dude, I guess you can kill that tree right there. And I was like, what?
What?
And he's like, yeah, look at it. It's moving, dude. And we were like, what the fuck? And like, you know, and
It's
then it's just like you, and then like, I didn't know like, after you fall down into the pit and you're in Sen's Fortress where like you go down and you're, oh Jesus, I better pay attention for a minute. We got some buffs out.
The hidden wall at the top of that ladder that leads to the giant on the top of that wall.
Yeah.
Overlooking.
Yeah, because that hidden wall there, most hidden walls you can roll into and they open just from rolling into.
Right.
That hidden wall is peculiar where it will only reveal itself if you hit it with your weapon. And I had never thought to hit that with my weapon until one time I ended up in that chute and that goddamn fucking snake had fallen down from the trap and was making his way up or down, I can't remember. But somehow, for some, like this guy, Jesus, man.
And with the buff.
Yeah, dude, it's so brutal.
But yeah, I think that exact same scenario happened to me. That's how I found it. As you attack him and your sword goes through him and hits the wall.
It's crazy, dude. Like, that sort of thing after all this time. Oh, man. Owned, dude.
Damn.
Fucking owned.
One shot from my fucking candles.
Wrecked.
Fucking one stab from a pitchfork candle.
Yeah, this area is pretty tough. This is a pretty tough area.
Is that a pitchfork or are those candles? Is that a candelabra? What is that he's holding?
I guess it doesn't matter if I'm hollow or not because I'm going to die on him anyway. That's why, by the way, guys, that's why when I was looking at the rings, I was equipping the Rare Ring of Sacrifice. Like, there's the initial encounter with Seath ends in a death no matter what. That's another instance that is incredibly cheap and punishing and is, like, not in the spirit of fairness.
Right.
Because it is totally bullshit.
And not only does it kill you, and there is no way to kill him, but it also curses you.
Yeah, and nerfs your health bar.
If you don't have a Rare Ring
Which
of
Dark
Sacrifice.
Souls 2 does just by default, because fuck you, it's hard. See how hard it is? Your life bar gets smaller the more
every
you die.
time you die,
Hard.
Yeah.
Difficulty.
I guess you better...
I just picture some fucking Asian version, some Japanese... I picture like a Japanese Dr. Evil dude, and he's just like petting a Mr. fucking Bigglesworth, and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, Nosh, make the life bar smaller when they die. It's genius. It's like, it's just one of those asinine decisions that's just clearly to be a hard-on.
And then
like it's just to be a hard-on.
Exactly
like, look at how hard our game is.
Exactly
it's
like
so
Dr.
tough.
Evil, he says something completely stupid afterwards, and then if they want to get their health bar back, they have to burn a little wooden puppet.
Yeah, dude.
A little wooden puppet that's an effigy of a human.
Yeah, dude. And that item we got off that crystal golem will let us get to the DLC area too. That's another benefit to coming here, is that item off that crystal golem right there that's just kind of standing there, which is interesting, and he contains the key to go to the past. So like, and it's all Seath. Like, I think Seath is wrapped up in some sort of bullshit that we don't know about that's grander, and I think that he, if anyone, would be the type to betray Gwyn.
And he is clearly the ruler of this world. I mean, so if you look at the enemy types here...
God damn, man. God.
If you look at the enemy types here, they're scattered throughout the entire world.
See, that's also another thing, is you get that...
Which is why I like your...
This fucking motherfucker. I swear to God.
That golem's just chilling.
Magic spamming fucking...
You killed him. You got that
spell
pendant.
chucker.
Did you kill him?
The golem? Yeah, I already killed him.
Yeah, you got the pendant.
Yeah, this fucking spellcaster, I'm about to fucking resort to cheapness because they got those archers up there, and that's like what fucked me up last time, is I took his hit and probably 2 arrows at once.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The trick is aiming with the fucking cursor that's garbage. So you gotta line your shot up. As everyone knows, you gotta line your target up to the left and up.
It's going
Look at him, he starts doing the bump dance. What a dude. I should have engaged right there. That would have been a great time to run up there and get him.
It's always going to...
He's dead. If I can get a backstab on him, he's dead.
Your arrow is always
See
going
how
to
you
go
have to resort
to the right. It's going to go to the right of where you're shooting.
Look how much damage that does.
Always.
Fucking nothing, dude.
33.
Fuck this shit.
23. Not
if
even
he kills me, he fucking kills me, boys. We're going in.
Kill him.
Nerd.
Kill him. He's teleporting.
He what? Son of a bitch!
He teleported.
What?
He teleported.
60 frames per second must speed up goddamn fat boy spells, fat boy channeler spells. What in the fuck was that?
So now he's up at the top of the stairs.
How?
You see him? You hate him. Go kill him.
How did he survive that onslaught, man? He like became immune to damage the second. What are you doing, fucking nerd?
He's looking around.
Oh God, he's fucking owning
crystal
me.
Freak. But yeah, the thing about...
Oh fuck, I'm so panicked right now, dude, because this fucking layout is a kill.
The thing about your theory of Seath, and the reason why I really like it, is because if you look at the enemy types in his area, he's clearly spread out across the entire land and really running the shots.
Because he has guys
and not just him, but the demons, because the demons are another huge integral part of it as well. And you look at the demons and like what you were saying about the gaping maw, how you have a theory of that.
I'm bitter right now, team.
You're bitter?
I'm fucking bitter.
I'm trailing into your lord
Keep
theory.
going.
There he is.
Keep going with it.
Get that motherfucker. He was going for the candle stab.
I just fucking...
Is it a pitchfork?
Dude, Jesus fuck! Did you see how hard that
fucking
dude
arrows,
just hit
man.
me?
It's because they're buffed.
With that buff.
Yep.
Damn!
And that one's buffed. Watch out!
He ain't gonna get me. Papa's dead now.
Kill him.
Son of a bitch.
But yeah, I really like your theory of the gaping dragon being a mixture of both demon and dragon from Seath, and it's like,
well, obviously,
Izalith and him are kind of working
thing.
together, because you see his enemy types all over as well as hers. You see demons, you see crystal golems, you see hydras,
yes.
You see those sorcerers in the undead burg. I mean, there's a slew of all of these enemy types from his fortress, the snake people in Sen's fortress, you know what I mean? The moonlight butterfly.
The ones he entrusts with guarding his prison.
Yeah, the moonlight butterfly being another one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's clearly running.
He's making moves, man.
He's calling the shots.
He's making moves.
He's pretty much the ruler of post-Gwyn world.
And the thing about Gwendolyn is he's a sorcerer and a very accomplished one. Even if we run under the assumption that he is only capable of creating an illusion of Guinevere, and in so doing is able to control everyone and make everyone go along with his plans, right?
Right.
Like the knights, use them to protect his area and like to protect Gwendolyn and send the undead onto the mission.
Right.
Right? So if he's powerful enough to do that, he's fairly accomplished.
Oh yeah.
Because he's able to fool them with magic enough that it's able to trick basically gods. Like Ornstein and Smaug are pretty much gods, right?
It's safe to make the assumption that Gwendolyn was trained by Seath.
Yes.
Because he has tentacles.
And that's another thing. There's a serpentine nature to him. And that the serpentine...
the tentacles.
Yeah, dude. And that's like dragons, and dragons are serpentine.
Well, not just that, but it's those...
This one's the fucking mimic.
But it's those handmaidens after you go to the gel. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And they're all tentacly, and they all have these serpent
and there's something weird about them.
And that's why it's safe to assume that Gwendolyn was tutored by Seath, and that's why he is such an accomplished sorcerer.
And that's why you gotta wonder, like, what happened with Gwyn that ended with him ending up where he ended up? Like, what happened to Gwyn? Did he really knowingly sacrifice himself and all his knights, or was he tricked into doing it? And then, but the thing is there's the Way of White.
Well, it could be the,
and Gwendolyn points you in the direction of the Way of White, dude.
Yeah.
What you got, Big Daddy? Oh, why didn't I even get it? There it is. Bitch.
But yeah, another thing is Gwendolyn tells you to go kill, he's like trying to lead you on the Way of White, which the Way of White teaches to kill all these people, because that's like what Framp tells you, kill all of them because they've either lost their minds or have turned wicked against their purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
And so at that point you have to question, okay, is Gwendolyn even really truly working with Seath at this point?
Because then
Do you
there's
have
also
the ring on? Make sure you...
Yeah, I put it on.
Oh, okay.
But there's also the question of... Yeah, let's hurry and do this. We'll get back to it.
Right.
You come in here and Seath's like, you're fucked.
And he has those butterfly wings
Don't
on
even
him.
understand that you're just fucked now.
His wings are like butterfly wings.
Yeah, he looks really cool. I got hella curse resistance, dude. Look at that shit.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna be easy. Ooh, I'm coming for you, you fucking scaleless son of a bitch. Taking your soul, too. But yeah, that's the thing. The Way of the White leads you to Gwendolyn, and Gwendolyn points you, via the guise of Guinevere, points you along the path.
Right.
So, like, Seath can't want that. And the Witch of Izalith can't want that. Because I would argue, like, Nito is indifferent and only fights back because it's in his nature not to go quietly. right? But I could argue that Nito is indifferent and doesn't really give a fuck.
Well, because he's a separate entity.
Yeah,
he's like
chilling,
the god
dude.
of death.
He's in the fucking goddamn Tomb of the Giants chilling.
You think the Grim Reaper's gonna let you kill him? No.
Yeah,
come on.
and I mean, he does have a covenant, the Grave Lords, that can come out and like cause chaos in Undead's games. So maybe he does care. Maybe he does want there to be a hindrance among the Way of the White. But either way, I feel like above all, the Witch of Izalith has demons in the Undead Parish. She has demons locking up undead in the asylum. Seath the Scaleless has exactly the same thing. He's got undead all over this place that he's crystallized and made, you know, and it's like he has the Crystal Knight. He has Sieglinde and the Ulasil, Dusk of Ulasil, trapped in golden golems.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we can assume that all the blue golems that we kill are also entities of some sort.
Right.
You know what I mean? So after he kills you, he locks you up down here. And that's the benefit of equipping that Rare Ring of Sacrifice. We lose it, but we gain back Havel's Ring. So it's alright. And the reason the Rare Ring of Sacrifice is really good there is because it also nullifies Curse. So if you die from Curse, you won't get it. So that's why, and it's specifically there for that moment.
Yeah.
But the thing is the player isn't going to know that moment until they confront it. And there's no clues given to lead to the fact that you're walking into a death trap. You will die this. You will not survive this next thing. And if I had 36 humanity and I was unaware of that and I just lost 36 humanity, I mean, you can work your way back in there and get it. That's possible. But it's fucking hard.
It's a journey.
It's hard. Yeah, you'll be seeing, because we're going to be doing some things here. First off, we're going to reverse our hollowing and kindle this bonfire. Just because we got enough, man. Mm-hmm. We're good. We'll probably get some more out of here. But yeah, so the trick here is you come this way and there's this little gank squad here.
And they're locked up with you.
And this is when I did look up a guide here.
These are clearly like
because
undead.
I was very confused about how to get out of this.
Right.
And it's fairly obvious once you pay attention, and I like that.
But
I was getting fucked up. I had that scimitar, scimitar build, dude. It was bad. Yeah. It was super fucking bad here.
The enemies in the last four are the last big four are
so in order to get the key, you just have to hit this guy, which I just didn't think to do. Yeah. I was just so frustrated, man. I didn't even think to do it.
Oh, you gotta pick it up off him.
Oh, you do? Yeah. I thought it just auto gave it to you.
Nah.
I'm like,
another thing I'd like to point out is those guys are locked in there with you, and they're like undead, which are clearly transformed.
Yeah, crystallized. So this snake sets off the alarm, which is loud and annoying and disconcerting as shit. And then these creatures blitz you.
And these are the enemies that I was talking about in relation to Gwendolyn.
But I don't think that mainly any of these have anything to do with her, except for the ones that drop miracles.
Right. I mean, I was just talking about Gwendolyn, his tentacles.
Well,
and that's why it's safe to assume that he's tied to Seath in some ways, because Seath's creatures that he's creating are technically in nature, and he himself has 3 tentacles. Or he has tentacles instead of like...
Well, he looks like he has been deformed from magical, meddling with his body and shit. Right. That's their grab. You don't want to get hit by that. But they could be, man, sorry, man. I when you said Gwendolyn, I was thinking
You thought Guinevere.
Yeah.
No.
But, they could be, all of these could be, and they're just that's the weird thing, is the ones that drop the miracles... They do not come out, even under the... See, look at them. They're down there and they're crying in there. Yeah. They appear to be just indifferent and just basically in mourning for the fact that they've been transformed into whatever the fuck these things are. You know what I mean?
Fucking...
That grab, I don't want them to get me with it. I hate grabs in Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Whenever I get grabbed in Dark Souls and they take away my character's ability to move, I'm like, son of a bitch. It's worse than mosquitoes, man. You see, but they go for it.
And that's like what they try to do.
Yeah.
It's because they're tentacles.
See, and
and I love how they look. It's like their tentacles are their hair. When I first
came here, I was like, these guys were taking me like 4 swings with my scimitar to kill.
Yeah.
It wasn't the scimitar, it was the Uchigatana.
Oh, yeah. And it's because of the bleed
Before we go in there, I just want to shut this damn alarm off. I hate it. The sound of it, dude, it's like nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, I hate it too.
This is the tricky little thing, though, is there's...
You can't go up faster.
I don't want to. I kind of want to creep. Because there's 2 of them, and 1 aggro's right when you get up. And if you move up slow and just kind of drift in, you can kind of pull just 1 at a time of these ones. But, oh, look at that. What a fucking nice move, you 2.
Stupid fucking snakes.
Alright, let's shut off this shitty record, shall we?
Why did it have to be snakes, man?
Silence, that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the game has that where there's only sound that you can hear. I can't remember, there's a word for it. But it's audio that is immersive because it's essentially like, even in a movie, they have it where it's only sounds that would be logical from the sense of the character. Right. That's why it's ridiculous when there's like violin stings and shit in scary movies. It's because like that's only meant for us, the audience. And now you've turned this movie into a fucking horror ride, right? That's what it is now. It's just whatever.
It's a spook alley.
Yeah, it's a spook alley, exactly. Very apt to, that's what it is. It's the same diff.
I got startled.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And so...
Thanks for kickstarting my heart.
That alarm, I feel, is so much more disconcerting because it is mainly just a lot of silence and just like footsteps and like...
it's really high-pitched whine, and it is an alarm.
Until you get to the boss, there's boss
tracks.
But yeah, there's like, it's that quietness to the most of the game.
Yeah.
And these are the ones we're talking about, and I don't even think they'll attack you. Like, I think you can come up and just roll into them and, like, do whatever, and they just don't care.
They're just crying.
And both of these characters here, let's see if they'll attack if I let them.
They will.
Will they?
Oh, what the?
She's running away, dude.
What?
And they drop these miracles. She's running away.
She's like, I don't know.
This game is the shit.
I don't want it.
But they drop, what was that miracle? Was it Soothing Sunlight?
Soothing Sunlight.
Special miracle granted to the maidens of Guinevere, Princess of the Sun. The miracles of Guinevere the Princess, cherished by all, grant their blessing to a great many warriors. So, many warriors use it, but these were granted to the handmaidens. So are these the handmaidens, or could these... That's why even the description offers up a contradiction.
Well, I would say that this is... these were given to handmaidens, that's why it says that.
But you're a murderer, like I'm a murderer. But she wasn't a threat. Like that's another very cool thing that he does is like...
But like go open and look that one up, because I think that you brought up the fact that it is a contradiction, but I don't think
Was that one Bountiful Sunlight?
Yeah. So you see special miracle granted to the maidens of Guinevere. So I think that these were specifically, these two were given to the maidens of Guinevere, but the miracle in of itself, the actual spell was given to a great many warriors, because it's like...
Yeah.
You could get it through the Covenant, probably.
No, I don't think you can. I think that's the only place to get those. But what you're saying is, like, lore-wise, you could possibly have learned it elsewhere.
Yeah.
Like, it was also elsewhere.
Right.
Well, and that's the thing. Those could just be 2 clerics that had it and got locked up there and you know, the other ones were also other warriors that had been locked up and they went hollow, you know.
Right.
So like Big Hat Logan, he's making his way here, and he wants you to save him because he's always getting locked up in jail, man. Like, I don't know how he's the best sorcerer in all the realms, but he can't fucking handle, because the other guy, the Viggs of Vinheim, was it Viggs? Riggs? Griggs. I don't remember. Griggs?
Gregory?
Wasn't Griggs in fucking Lethal Weapon?
It was Briggs.
Briggs?
Briggs.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure it was Briggs.
No.
Riggs? Riggs?
Riggs. Riggs. I think it was Riggs. Anyway, we're gonna bust him out because we're good at busting dudes out of jail.
And he's been trapped here by a dick.
Yeah. And that's the thing.
Big,
He's
giant,
locked up.
crazy
Yeah,
dick.
he's locked up in Sen's Fortress, and then he's locked up here. So
And he's actually coming here to learn from Seath. Like,
so
his intentions aren't...
His path has been aligned with yours because
Right.
he wakes up in the same prison that you wake up in. You can hit these guys through the bars too. I like to do it because screw them.
But what sets his intentions here in this place separate from yours is he's on a journey to learn more about magic and to, like, learn what Seath uncovered about the crystals.
He's trying to
And
figure
Seath's
out
like,
the
nah,
deepest
fuck
secrets
you.
of the magic.
Seath's like, nah, fuck you, human. I'm gonna lock you up and turn you into one of these, you know, crystal guys, you fucking hollow.
And he probably would if we don't come along and kill him and save him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He probably would have done that to us. If we didn't escape, we'd probably end up like one of these undead hollow crystal guards.
Conglomerates.
Yeah. That are being controlled by him and his subordinates, like the channelers.
Right.
The channelers obviously have more power and are more... I feel like they're like command units.
Right.
Because there's only a few of them and they're in pretty specific areas. Like I say, the demons in Seath try to stop you from getting to the gargoyles.
Yeah.
Both those factions, the Witch of Izalith and the Seath the Scaleless troops, are trying to actively stop you from completing the Way of the White.
Yep.
And the only reason that they would want to do that is because they know that that means they gotta die. And is the deal that they had made a covenant?
Maybe they'd much rather let the fire burn out than them die?
Exactly, because that's where you fall into the problems. And I may not get everything here, guys. I mean, I'm going to try my best, but it's been a while since I looked up a full guide on this place, so if I miss something...
I'm pretty sure you got everything except for...
There's a couple of sneaky...
I think you got everything but Big Hat Logan's.
Yeah.
I mean, in here there might be a
And I'll be back for Big Hat Logan, but...
Is there a drop-off to some?
I don't think so. I think this just drops back down to that bonfire.
Yeah, where you woke
or
up.
onto these stairs over here, which I think you take a little less fall damage from.
Right.
But the what were we on?
This place isn't too bad as far as a full clear, though.
Oh no, I love this place. This is one of my favorite areas.
I
in the
think
game.
this one and
I like all, dude. It is a tough call, but I feel like this area.
I don't know.
Love this
I feel
area
like
because of visually, like, look at all these books. Like,
oh, yeah.
this is insane.
It looks awesome.
Like, this is what probably the Library of Alexandria may have looked like. I don't know. Maybe less grand, but I'm sure it had a lot of books. It was all the knowledge of the day, right? So, like, and Seath's in control of it, and Big Hat Logan comes upon it and goes crazy, almost Lovecraftian way.
Oh, yeah.
Like, too much knowledge drives him insane.
Mm-hmm.
This fucking area, this is the thing about this area. These little crystal fucks hit so fucking hard,
Yeah.
dude. Like...
And the last big four, like I said, it feels like the enemies hit a lot harder than they were before.
Yeah.
Because Anne Orlando, even those enemies, you were getting hit by.
Well, I'm gonna take a lot of.
But like
I'm gonna
these
take
enemies. I mean, the things in Anne Orlando are hitting hard, but it's like knights and giant fucking sentinels. You know what I
these
mean?
little buggers are powered by magic. So
yeah.
Look at this guy. He's like, I don't give a shit.
I'll one shot you.
I never get backstabs on them. I swear the game won't let me. There's another one.
Yep. He's across the way.
Yeah.
Up there. which I don't think you can get to him just yet.
Not yet. But we will.
Yeah.
But this area is really cool because it all links back to that starting place where he initially killed us, but there's just so many clever little shortcuts.
And it's like you're coming at it from the other side. So like this room, you're actually up above where you know.
Yeah, where we started. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can see those archers down there on the
So
stairs.
you're coming into this room from a completely different angle, a completely different location, and you're like 3-4 stories up.
Yeah. Oh, it's a tougher part, but the thing about it is...
I love this area. It's fucking awesome.
and I like that... Another thing I really like is that he has all this, and he obviously comes up here, but you know that he prefers to be down in the crystal cave where, like, his power is, the majority of his power is located.
Right.
Because that's the thing. He... is his whole deal is he's using the crystals for all of his magic, right? And we don't know how much of his immortality or his longevity comes from Gwyn's soul that he gave him for helping him turn on the dragons, or how much of it comes from the sustainment from the crystals.
Right.
Because the crystal cave appears to be where the crystals initially come. I mean, it looks like where all of them originated from. And it's stated that the crystals come with the fire. So that's also another thing. Like, could Seath have realized the potential for magic with the crystal and figured that if he had the soul from Gwyn, he would be able to do more with it? You know what I mean?
Because
like
Gwyn's soul was a byproduct
Gwyn's soul was
of the fire.
and it was of the fire, yes, and it's you know what I mean? And that's the thing. Seath the Scaleless is a relic almost the same way Gwyn is a relic now. He's a relic of the Dragon Age. He lived in the age of the dragons that we never see. Because we're coming in at the end of Gwyn's age. Mm-hmm. And Gwyn's age was the signal of... The beginning of Gwyn's age was the signal for the end of... The Dragon's Age. And so there's this whole sense with that of the cycle of, like, you know, all great civilizations that have come. What makes us think we're any different than them? And this sort of arrogance in like this, I don't know, like, it's just a beautiful game.
Oh, yeah. But like what you said there, another thing that I'd like to point out is Seath is definitely a relic, and he's the oldest one.
Yeah.
Like,
he's the oldest one that we're taking out, yeah.
Because Nito, Isleth, and Gwyn,
all of them come with the fire. With the emergence of the fire, yeah.
So
they found the fire, and then they became what they were.
Yep.
So, like, and they may be a little bit older than that, you know. Who's to say how long they existed in the dark? He won't be able to get you right here. It's like a little safe spot. Wow. That's right. Get down, motherfucker.
Dead sucker.
Alright, and like I said, I'm going to try to do as full clear of this place as I can, but it's, you know, it's one of those areas that I haven't looked up a full guide on in a while.
I think
I did actually look up how to get...
I'm pretty sure this is a full clear. Like, as long as you clear both sides and you flip the stairs on both sides and...
Well, yeah, and you got to do the shortcut, and then you got to do... We got to go back and hit up Big Hat Logan. It's a pretty confusing fucking area, dude.
But as far as all of this stuff up here, it's
this
pretty
is where this is where you first emerge, and so that's where we first emerged, and we can go down this way, but there's a bonfire shortcut down to the bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna turn them back.
You gotta flip it.
Yeah.
But
I was just explaining, like, that's why it's like a circle. It's fucking brilliant, dude.
Oh, yeah,
like, it's
awesome.
the very theme of the game is displayed in the environmental the design of the environments.
Yeah.
You know, the cyclical nature of the game, the cycle, the ages, the, you know, new power structures, new whatever. Can I walk onto him? Thank you, fucking game. Jeebus. Unfortunately, this is an instance, too, where I would argue unfairness. But, to be fair, I have invested nothing into this bow, and I only have 20 dexterity, and that was pretty quick. And the acquisition of a bow is fairly easy, and the acquisition of arrows, that's why it's just like...
There's a strength bow that you can get, the black bow
yeah,
Ferris, which you still haven't been to that area
Well,
yet.
I don't know if that's a strength bow, but I do
think it
know
scales
that
better with
all
strength than
the
this.
great bows scale with... I think it's a dex bow, dude.
Is it a dex bow?
I think so.
Look
at how dark it is in here. This area looks like Bloodborne, dude.
This is like...
I wish the whole game had been lit this way and you had to have a torch or a fucking waste lamp like Bloodborne.
Jesus, this is dark.
It would be nice if we had... You know what it reminds me of? How dark it is. It reminds me of that room in Old Yarnum.
This wouldn't... Yeah.
That you drop down into. And if you don't have the torch, it's like almost impossible to see.
Mm-hmm.
This is where Big Hat Logan ends up after we free him.
And that room... The reason why I'm so shocked and surprised by it is because in the original version of the game, there's a lot of areas that look like that.
Yeah.
And that's been the first area in this game that's looked like that so far.
Yeah, it's been really dark. Like, it's been really bright otherwise.
Yeah, you've been able to see everything clear as day.
It's fucking weird, dude. It's kind of weird the way that
it's kind of
worked
shocking.
out.
Yeah.
I think this one's also a mimic. Yep.
Mimic. Watch the tail. The chain tail.
Yep, that's the tail, literally.
Yep.
Hey, I got that symbol of avarice. It's crap. I hate it. I'll never use it, but it's cool when you get it.
And an enchanted falchion. And there's the key.
I think I got some humanity, by the way.
There's that motherfucking key.
Didn't I get a bunch of humanity?
Manatees.
3. Yes.
Hugh.
And then you get to the DLC and you're like at 99 in no time, man.
Yep.
You're just like, alright, we're good. I got all the manatee I need now.
That's where humanity was birthed.
Yep, it was in Ulasili. That shit doesn't even make any sense, dude. Like, all that DLC shit, dude. The only thing that sticks out to me in the DLC is that the dragon is just roaming around and no one's fucking doing anything about it. And it suggests that even then, someone is offering protection to the dragons.
And you see, that dragon might be a little bit different. Maybe he, like, struck a deal with Gwyn to eat the abyss, which is ultimately what Gwyn was afraid of, was the darkness and the coming of the human age. You mentioned that. And so that's why I really like that DLC, is because it shows that humans do have a role and they do have power. They're not just these undead corpses walking around.
I don't remember what the key was called exactly. But let's check out in here. I can't remember exactly what that key's called that unlocks that.
It's the archive tower. No, keep going. Giant cell key.
Okay, so I got it.
Yeah.
So now we're just gonna roll real quick back to Big Hat Logan and bust him out. And this area, dude, is there another channeler? Who the fuck just cast that? How is there a channeler? Did you see that fucking magic spell? I saw a fucking magic spell.
To be fair, I was pulling a hair out of my beard.
We're pulling haze out of your beard.
It's not my beard hairs, it's my hair.
Oh, your hair?
It's like random...
Quit putting your hair in your
random
beard.
Little stragglers.
There is someone spamming magic.
He's up there, yeah.
Did I miss one?
What?
I did not miss one, dude.
Do they respawn?
No, they don't. I didn't miss one. I don't think I missed one. I really feel confident that I didn't miss one.
Do they respawn in this version?
No, they don't. From what I understood, there was no gameplay changes, so whatever the fuck is happening, either I missed him.
No, you didn't miss him.
You
cleared every single floor and killed
Did I miss that motherfucker chump? I don't know.
Because look up, he's up where that staircase was.
Is he up where I went up
You
and killed
cleared both sides, look up there.
Did I kill this motherfucker?
You killed both sides, look up there.
I don't know, chimp.
I'm pretty sure you look up there.
We're gonna go up there. I just gotta be careful about it because there's a fucking channeler alive for some reason.
And these guys hit hard.
Yeah, I can't. You see that? They'll fucking snipe your ass, bro.
Yeah.
Done with the wizards.
You totally killed him.
I totally killed you.
Dude,
I killed them.
He's totally fucking dude. They respawn.
They totally fucking respawn, dude.
Because that's the staircase. You went up both sides.
Why did they respawn?
You're done clearing up here. Like, you got that shortcut.
Did they always respawn?
No.
I don't think they ever respawn, dude.
Because there were some in here. Did these respawn?
I may just be tired and half asleep right now, but I don't think they ever respawn.
They don't. They never fucking respawn.
I don't think they ever respawned.
I don't remember them ever respawning.
I sure as fuck don't ever remember.
And casting spells from on high.
But they totally respawn, dude. Is this one here too?
Sorcerer. No? Is he? No?
No, dude.
What the fuck? Dark Souls?
I didn't even need to come over here, but I kind of want to grab this Evelyn.
Evie?
Yeah, there's this Evelyn down there, but in order to get there, you gotta drop down there, and it's like a bitch, dude. There's so many things.
Evelyn?
If you time that right, you can drop down there and get Evelyn, and that was my favorite gun in Bloodborne. So that's why I kind of want to get it, because I saw that chest and I was like, how in the fuck? And I like tried to time this and get it, and I couldn't get it, but I was fat rolling at the time, so I think that was a contributing factor. But I looked it up and it said, yeah, you just gotta like, I think it's when you're going the other way. You just gotta fucking, when it's lined up, you just gotta drop off and land on that bookshelf. But I'm not gonna do it.
You're not gonna do
I'm not gonna do it.
Go get Brendan Fraser's wife from the Mummy.
Let's go unlock Big Hat Logan. Evelyn. Was that her? Evie.
Evie.
Yeah, it was Evelyn, huh?
Yeah.
That fucking show was good. Did I already get this chest? I missed stuff. Did I not kill them?
You killed them.
Did I kill them?
You killed them.
Did I kill them?
As far as I'm concerned, you cleared both levels on this side too. But the thing about that chest is those chests are tucked away. You might have walked over there and thought that it was over there, but you didn't grab it. Look on the other side.
I'm fucking...
Look both sides, because they tuck them in between there.
I'm tripping out, Cheem, now.
Quit tripping.
We missed some stuff, I'll tell you that much. I know that Evelyn's there. What the fuck? And now he's just ragdoll dumping himself on the floor. Get your shit together, dude.
This fucking
you fucking guy. Get your fucking shit together, guy. Alright, so
and now
think
you're
about
back
it.
Out here.
Yeah.
This leads out.
All this shit
back
respawns. But like, and it's like, you can just, I probably could have just come here without sitting at that bonfire, but I just completely did it out of habit, and I was like, god damn it. But I didn't even want to, just like, whatever, because I didn't think that the mages were going to respawn. I swear to God in my mind, they don't respawn in my mind.
They don't. At all.
I don't know for sure. I can't back
They do
that
not.
up. I would have to Google that. Because that's the thing.
They do not.
I don't think they do.
I'm calling it.
I don't know.
I'm calling it.
I don't know shit, dude.
I'm not 100%.
I don't know anything
I
right
am
now.
98% sure. And if that other 2% ends up being factual, well then, fucking
I don't remember them respawning,
butter my buns
dude.
and call me a biscuit.
I don't remember them respawning. And the one down in the main floor for sure doesn't respawn because it didn't respawn.
Yeah. And the ones on the other side don't respawn because they didn't
down there where
respawn.
Evelyn was. I didn't go in this room, Cheem.
You can open it though. You have all the keys.
Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah, check all these jail cells. Sometimes I don't think there's anything but undead in them. But I'm pretty sure you opened.
How did I not open that one?
I thought you opened like all of these.
I thought I did too. I usually always do.
There's
I don't know what's happening.
You gonna open that one?
I don't know shit anymore,
Did you open
dude.
that one? That one's open.
This is fucking... I don't even know where we are
What about the
anymore.
next one? Did you crack this one? Is there even the next one?
There might be some
might
of
not
them
be a
that
next
come
one.
after me, but that's okay.
Fuck 'em.
If they come after me all the way down here, we'll fucking deal with them, but... Why are you...
Fact.
I accidentally...
You'll deal
tapped my
them.
right. It's
You'll
so...
deal with them with the thrust.
Is he coming? That's what I was saying. I'm like, don't come at me, dude. I do this. Alright, these guys... These ladies, I'm assuming.
These ladies. because they're clearly, the tentacles are hair.
Yeah, it's like, looks like they're meant to represent her. And they
Like
seem to
long
have
hair.
a wide midsection, like down below,
Yeah.
indicating perhaps hips.
And when they die, it's a high-pitched squeal.
I don't know though. I know that these ones don't come out if you're this. I just, you know, I just don't do that. This is a good
Manatee.
spot to farm manatee, dude.
Getting lots of humanity.
I think I
here.
used to farm souls here, but I didn't ever know. You know where I farmed souls a lot was in the painted world.
Yeah.
Those stupid
The
phalanx guys.
Yeah.
Here you go, big hat. And there's a firekeeper soul in here too. That's another really good thing to do this, even if you're not interested in doing big hat Logan.
Right.
And then he goes hollow and tries to kill you.
And he goes, you can tell he's
But
crazy.
you have to-
Because
and
he
another
goes to
interesting
completely
thing-
naked. He's naked but his hat. And
But
he's
here's
just sitting
the
there with a
interesting
crystal
thing.
staff.
Yeah, but here's the interesting thing is he only hollows out if you buy all his spells.
Right.
Like that's a important part of his quest line is you have to buy
Every single
every soul
spell.
that he has for sale.
Every single spell, yeah.
So we're just gonna homeward bone. Do I have homeward bones?
I think you do. You do.
Throw me a couple bones,
You
game.
got 8 of them.
Sweet.
8.
It throws you some homeward bones.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't think I bought any from anyone, did I?
I don't think so. Maybe you bought like, I don't know. I don't remember you buying anything from Yulia Roberts.
Pretty much done with the library section of the Duke's Archives. Now we're going towards the Crystal Cave. And there's a whole bunch of crystal golems out here too that are like... And he's here. We can go... I suppose we may as well go talk to him since he's here
Which,
now.
from what I understand about hollowing, now that we're talking about Big Hat Logan real quick, bringing it back to like how he hollows out after all those souls, is from what I understand, the more souls you get and the more souls that you lose increases your chance of completely hollowing out,
Why?
right?
wouldn't imagine, because you get all the souls and that makes you more powerful. But that's because you're the chosen undead. I'm not sure how much that, like, they can handle souls, because there's, like, you're able to take souls. It could be, because you can take souls and use them as currency to buy power, right?
Right.
Because you're the
But
chosen
I'm
undead.
speaking in specifically of gathering souls and holding them and then dying and having been resurrected with nothing. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you lose your souls upon death.
Right. But
does
you
everybody-
use your souls.
Does everybody
Like
do?
you just said, you use your souls.
Like, that's the thing. I don't know that they're the same exact sort of thing that we are.
Yeah.
Because we die the
You're
whole
kind of
game
a-
and we never hollow out.
Yeah.
Like, we don't. Like, our character does not hollow out. Regardless of the, Dark Souls 2 and 3 kind of fucking up the ending of this being, like, they try to make up for it with the, like, Gundyr and the Dark Age and all that shit. But irregardless, it's like, it kind of fucks up the ending of this game, making the Link the Flame ending canon.
Right.
And so, with that in mind, it's like, I don't know. There's no way to really know, but I don't think that you're like the other NPCs in the game. And this is Sieglinde. This is like one of the primary reasons we're doing Seath right now, is because I really do. Because it's a great reason to go to Ash Lake.
Yeah.
Like, other than that, it's just to go down there to look at the area, basically.
To kill the Hydra and join the
And it
Covenant.
gives you a Titanite slab, which is another huge, boost.
Right.
This is Sieglinde, and this is Siegmeyer's daughter. And she's been looking for him, and she has been caught by Seath and put into a gold golem, much the same way Dust from Ulasil was. And that's what's so interesting, because are they gold in the beginning, and then when they solidify and lose themselves completely, they become blue? Because the two that are gold are the unique ones that do release, you know, NPCs.
Yeah, maybe the gold ones, they still retain the personality of the person that was used to transform
Yeah.
it.
Why, thank you.
Sieglind.
And I hope we're doing this right. I looked at the guide, but I looked at it the last time we played. And I'm pretty sure that
You're
this
doing
is...
it right.
I'm pretty sure you do this before you do the Demon Ruins, where you run into him in the Demon Ruins and save him there.
Yeah.
And you can lie to her.
Because now you're not going to run into him until that part in the Demon Ruins.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll probably run into her. I think you run into her.
I think she is at Firelink before she heads down.
And then you tell her where he went.
Yeah, and
she
then she
asks
goes
you.
down there,
Yeah.
and then I think from that point, we're gonna have to look that up, dude, when we get farther in. But right now, it doesn't matter. That for sure is just this step, and now we can go kill Seath.
Yeah. That fucking...
This grass in this area looks like shit. It doesn't look any better. It looks slippery. It doesn't look like that's grass. They could have done some work here. It's brighter. That fog is not as apparent. You can see, like, right out through. Like, seriously, this looks like some old-ass fucking game.
I am not... yeah, it does.
This looks like
outdated.
old as fuck. This does not look good
This
here.
looks worse than World of Warcraft in 2011.
Yeah,
or
it
2001.
In the
Whenever
comparative
the fuck it launched.
time.
Yeah. Whenever the fuck it launched.
Oh god.
They got Hodor doing the 20th anniversary of WoW.
Fucking WoW, dude. WoW is dead.
Remember me on that show that everybody fucking hates now? Yeah, come play WoW.
Yeah, dude. WoW is just like fucking completely lost its way, and it's become a tool for that fucking audience that it's found. That wants to spend money on mounts and fucking wants to spend time and in-game subscription time on farming mounts.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, dude. It's the only thing that makes sense.
It's the only thing...
When you look at the facts and the end game and what's happened with factions and the fact that they started selling gold and the fact that they also at the same time nerfed all professions to the point where you can't make an honest living in WoW anymore.
Yeah, nerf how
because
much
you
gold
can't make,
you get
you can't make end game
organically.
viable equipment that people can't just get by queuing for a random group once a week and getting the weekly reward because it's Destiny now.
They nerfed the professions. They made it so that you weren't getting as much gold for organically in-game through the in-game progression.
Yeah.
And that's all part of that.
Because
we're selling gold.
Exactly.
And you can
and
buy
then,
a month with the gold.
And then there's mounts that you can buy for like millions of gold.
And those are like
it's either to get people either to get people to dump their money so they get more invested in the grind, like organic earners that are farming gear and farming shit and selling shit. Yeah.
After months.
It's to entice them to dump it into a cool mount because the mounts are cool looking that cost the gold that you can buy with real life money.
And it's
so it's like to get those dudes to dump that shit and also to sell gold.
Yeah. Because
that's
like
the ultimate
50
point.
mil
But
gold.
if those dudes are sitting on stacks of cash and then a new expansion comes and they release this cool ass couple of mounts that you can only get from spending gold, it's like it's either hey we win either way, either they buy our gold or they buy our monthly.
Yep.
And they fucking play and farm and put time in the game and add fucking population to the server, add fucking people to run into in this social fucking experiment. And it's just like, yeah, this, and it almost looks like a crater, dude. It almost like it could have been something hit the damn earth. But
yeah, because it's like and oh my god, what the fuck?
It looks really not, I don't know. We'll see when we get down here. There's some changes in the lighting once you get in here.
That fog looks like shit.
It does not look very good, does it?
At all.
Yeah, this
and on the original version, all of this looks pristine and clear. Like, you want...
Well, it looks foggy in the distance.
Especially in this fucking area. You want to see every single fucking detail because there's hidden fucking platforms that you have to walk on. And
well, there's a fair amount of fog, dude. This is like, that's the thing is I feel like they were able to make it more open, but they didn't. increase any of... This place doesn't look bad now. Like, that was always there. But the thing that's fucking you up is it's so much brighter down here.
So bright.
So the thing about it is it had a more natural lighting with the fog. Like, it looked more like there was a kind of a fog over the whole joint.
Right.
And it was darker. Like, you can see clear down there and see that golem. Like, it's way too bright.
It looks more...
It's way too fucking bright down in here, dude.
It's exactly
and that's
what
the
you just
tell
said.
where
It's
they
brighter.
show you that there are crystal paths.
Yeah.
And just for good measure, there's a note from Oscar coming up here that is also... And I'm not going to be fucking doing full clears. I guess I better. I'm just worried that I'm going to die.
Don't do it.
This fucking guy down here. This part is hard enough, but there's another part. Oh yeah, I'm not going to go up in there.
You don't want to
I'm not doing it. I'm not going to drop down and kill this golem up here, and I'm only going to kill this one because I'm forced to in order to progress. But just for good measure, we are offline. This note is from Oscar, the knight that saves you at the beginning of the game, marking a path ahead. And that's, you know, with that and the visual cue with the crystal popping, and it does have that sound of it landing, you know, there's that telltale sound of it landing. And, you know, it's just like there's plenty of clues to show you this. And this is like, I love it, dude. Like, it makes me sweat every time, and I'm nervous right now. Like, I hate fighting this guy here, because this crystal also will push you off to the left. And hold up, bro. This is a gold golem.
This is.
Oh. It's not looking good. I just gotta kill him. Oh, don't you fall off.
And
don't you fall off! Good, he died, and I don't think he respawns, so fuck him. I hate that part, dude.
Yeah.
That part is so rough.
It's fucking
And if you push ahead there, if you push ahead there, it will... I think I got a humanity.
How it's slanted to the right, that little incline will kind of push you to the right, and it will actually kill you and push you off of it.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna blitz it this time. I'm not gonna do like the whole preamble and shit, but I am gonna fucking pop humanity.
Yeah.
You don't get invaded, but it's just something I like to do. Like, it's like kind of my thing. I want to stay human as possible for long as possible, and like, not Kindle.
But yeah, I want to real quick mention that fog. That is 100% what it is. Exactly what you said.
Is that fucking crystal golem gonna respawn?
I think that...
Am I just like thinking things don't respawn, but really they respawn and they fuck me up?
We'll see. And it was gold, but it doesn't spawn an NPC.
I swear those channelers didn't respawn, dude.
They never did?
I swear to
Calling
God.
it. 98% sure, and if the other 2% ends up coming fucking factual, then goddamn.
I'm just blitzing it, dude. I don't even care. We've done a clear. These guys are not necessary to kill every time. It takes some time, dude.
I am not a fan of that fog, but it's not like it really fucks up.
It just is more apparent.
It doesn't fuck up what you can see. Like, what you can see is still crisp and clear.
Shh. Let me kill him. I'm telling you, what it is that it's less atmospheric because the entire area is brighter.
Yeah, it is.
So it looks fake.
But it's not so much that, like, all of this is obscured, because you can still see all this. It's fairly clear and defined, and I really like how all of this looks, like the definition of these.
Yeah.
The different colors and the crystals and shit.
So is he there, or is he dead?
Not sure.
He's not there. We're good. So he's an idiot. I hope I don't die. That would just be the spice.
Don't die.
Like, to just die right here.
Don't do it.
Random shit, like, right before I get all that back. That would suck so bad.
You got it. Quit tripping.
Be so sad. I'm tripping! This area, bro.
Those crystal butterflies.
Right there, you see that? How it pushes you?
Yep.
I've actually had him hit me and fall off there because of that. That's another one of those things that's just bullshit.
Yeah.
It's visually not... There's no reason that this should push you over there. but it does.
It
Like,
does.
it totally does.
100%.
There's resistance there pushing you.
Mm-hmm.
And right here, you can drop down and go back through there, and there's a bunch of crystal lizards up there, and you can continue up there to get a blue... I'm not. Why? I don't need it. I've got a +5 weapon. What do I need them for? I'm moving on. You can drop down and kill that guy. I'm moving on. Oh my god, I hope I don't fucking die. It's hard to see right now, dude. Is it just me, or does it look like this path is hard to see right now?
You're good. You got it. Go straight ahead.
My god, dude.
No! Okay, you're good.
Shh!
It was tripping.
You're gonna kill me, bro.
It looked like you were starting to dip down, didn't it?
I don't know what's happening. I just want to be on there. We're good.
You're good.
Oh, okay, let me dry the sweat from my palms.
It looked like you dipped, am I right?
Damn, dude.
It looked like your camera dipped, like you were gonna fall. That's why I reacted.
Well, I was going down, and like, look at this. Look at that's like that. That's why it looks bad, dude. Like straight up, it's too bright.
Way too bright.
It's too bright. It does not look good, and there's many areas where it does look all right, but this area, the garden out there,
it's just
like so far, I've been very unimpressed with this whole.
It's like a shitty white filter.
I mean, the interior looked really good though of the archives.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! How are you still alive? Fucking die!
Well, this right here, the archives, this area is a perfect example of them not not taking into consideration certain areas and how certain areas were looking before doing the lighting system. Because like you said, the opening to the archives, it looks good. The lighting isn't fucked. There's like no issues, and it's actually really gorgeous. The definition is, you know, there. Yeah. But then you come down here,
fucking fuck,
and it's like they didn't take this area into consideration.
No. They needed to do a more... It's like they did an overall thing, and they needed to have a more personal touch where it was needed. And that's not here. This is just an overall... Okay, it looks pretty decent.
Slap it over the entire game. Yeah. It's a Band-Aid. Here we go.
And that's the thing. If it doesn't make everywhere look better, what's the benefit of even doing it? Why even make a fucking remaster?
Yeah.
It's because for some reason that second swing doesn't stagger. That's what's fucking... If I'm too close, they're just going to be able to hit me, I guess. These crab enemies, fuck them. They're down at Ash Lake too. That's another connection. Like, Seath is everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
Seath is everywhere except for in the Demon Ruins. And the Witch of Izalith is everywhere except for here.
Yep.
Is she down in the fucking Ash Lake?
No.
These fucking clam enemies, here they come. 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah. If you just, I think I'm just gonna do that.
Unless the basilisks work for the Witch of Izalith.
I'll try to chain hit them. I don't know. I think the basilisks are probably just more likely just creatures.
Yeah, like a creature.
Like rats.
Yeah.
Like just wildlife, pretty much. I would assume. But they do curse, so they could also be a minion of Seath.
Right,
Who knows? That's the thing. Who knows? I'm sure someone does. Someone's read somewhere about the basilisks, and it probably answers, but we don't.
They know
so,
that those big giant...
Who knows?
Those big giant boob balls on the top of their head are really eyeballs.
This is the first boss where I will be equipping heavy armor. And I'm going to be throwing on Havels because it's got very good defense, and it will give me a lot of poise, which I haven't really gone into, but poise in this game, basically the heavier the armor, the less likely to get staggered by enemies' attacks. You do, you trade off is you are super fat, super heavy, you move a lot slower, but with a good shield and a good weapon and, a bunch of flasks.
Your shit brick house.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent way to go for several of these bosses. I prefer to be light on my feet for the majority of the game, but there's certain bosses that I will wear the heavy armor.
Right.
And most of them are the lords. Mainly Nito, Four Kings, and Seath. The Witch of Izalith, fuck, it doesn't matter.
You want to be the fastest as you can.
Run.
You want to be light. You want to have the quick roll. Like, you don't want to be slow for her.
I mean, and then they just drop him in here, and he looks amazing. Like,
and
he looks
like
really cool. His
crystalline
wings look more
from
defined.
the waist down, and he has tentacles.
So
He's
the
got
thing about
3 of
Seath
them.
is he's gonna do this fire breath.
And that middle one,
right there.
Real quick, pointing out the middle tentacle back there is actually his tail that you can cut off to get
Oh, what am I doing? I need to fucking take out his thing.
Oh, yeah.
God, I'm a fucking idiot. So, Seath has this super important crystal back here. I think it's the primordial. I think if we had talked to Big Hat Logan, he actually mentions it and tells you if you're going after Seath, you better destroy it. But that is the key to Seath's immortality, is that crystal. And I think it may be the first crystal. I'm unsure. I'm pretty sure Big Hat Logan gives that information. It's been a while since I got it. But.
Right. But yeah, that middle tentacle in the back there is actually his tail. You can cut that off to get that sword, the Moonlight Greatsword.
I never do, because it's a magician's sword and I'm not a spell choker. So.
I even was going to plan on using it, and then I found out that it doesn't do as much damage as like a regular enchanted sword, because the boss weapons in this game fucking suck.
Yeah.
It's like for lore, it's basically it. Like the descriptions on boss items is what you get when you get them. Because the damage that you will put out with a boss weapon is incomparable to just a regular plus 20 sword, or even a Black Knight's weapon. Because the Black Knight weapon is in its own completely separate category.
I wish they had pulled out and done a little more, made a little more room and like dynamically pulled out on the camera so you could see a little bit more.
Because he is such a huge imposing figure.
Yeah, you can't see shit when you fight him. I mean, ideally you fight him exactly how I just fought him and you're not going to see much.
Right.
If you're up under his nuts like that, you know. But yeah, that's Seath the Scaleless. That's probably where we'll end this part. I'm going to get my gear back on. But yeah, at the beginning, I'm going to actually end this. We're going to fast travel out of here to the bonfire with our...
To Firelink, or...?
No. With the... Andre. Because I'm going to take... I'm not going to use... Yeah, at the beginning of the next video, I'm going to teleport to the princess bonfire. And then next time we'll go from there. And that's another thing, is the Chamber of the Princess's bonfire is still active, even though you kill the Anne Orlando.
Right.
You know what I'm going to do too? Well, you know what? I'll be able to do it when we're heading to the catacombs or to the New Londo ruins. Eventually we'll go back there. But I'm going to just hurry and teleport to the Chamber of the Princess. And then next video we'll run down and get the giant, talk to him, upgrade all our stuff, and we'll, you know, I think
everything prepped and
I
ready.
think the next area we're going to go to is going to be the we're going to do the Bed of Chaos and the Demon Ruins. I think that's going to be the next place we go. So that'll be the next part. That's it for me, Jax
Chubbz.
Till next time, stay awesome, everybody. Hope you're enjoying these. And to all of you that are tuning in every time and watching through all of them, fucking thank you. I love you guys. Thanks for being so supportive for the channel. Like, you guys are the reason we're doing content, like, straight up. So, thanks for watching. Till next time, stay safe, everybody, and keep kicking fucking ass.